Question 1260. Given that prison is a social construct, do you think we should have the right to choose to go to jail or live outside society?
So, like banishment, like they did back in the olden days? You are banished!
Exclusion from society.
I've got to have a problem with this because Australia.
We excluded them from our society, and we gave
Which
them a better
doesn't
country.
exist, by the way. Doesn't
Can
exist.
I live outside of society right now? Because that would be nice.
Cadence just says, live outside society. That sounds like fucking heaven.
There you go. we're on the same wavelength, Cadence. Can I just choose to do that now, and y'all just give me a stipend or whatever? I'll go live in the woods. You
have to kill someone first. Can you pick someone to kill?
Yeah, Stool. So what you doing this weekend?
If you need to stay over anywhere while you're making sure you've got his location.
I'm just picking on Stool. I wouldn't murder
Let's
Stool.
just get this correct. Are you stating publicly that you want to attack me with your big beaver?
No, I am not. It would take more than this beaver to take you out.
Okay, now I never condone violence, but if you're seriously looking for someone to kill, I do maintain a list of people who I believe it would be a public service to eliminate them.
Can we start with Bojo?
Oh, God.
You've got to go for Trump before Bojo.
Fair point.
Spooky says send them to America. Rainbow says shun.
I mean, they've already done that.
Yeah, we've used America, we've used Australia. I think we might be running out of places.
Oh, man.
Never Again says prison is fucking living outside society. Trust me on this. But you've got no freedom in prison either. I totally agree with you. Godless Sewing says, I would love to be banished as long as I can live alone. Yandiri says, society, I want to keep my soap, so you'd have to go to prison.
We could turn Vancouver into a prison island.
But that's not... So this is the problem you've got nowadays. You can't. There's nowhere to exclude people to now that they could survive particularly.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's part of what I was thinking for my answer is that I don't know that there's anywhere left that would be outside of society, really.
Well, that's what I was thinking, that there wouldn't be anywhere that people wouldn't occasionally be traveling through and, if they were still dangerous to people.
There's that, yeah.
I mean, if you're a flat earther, the ice wall.
Godless Scammer says, I'll gladly commit a crime to just fuck off and be by myself. And Brainbug says, I'll take the Galapagos.
Galapagos Islands, that'd be cool.
Says, no. Yeah, America this, America that, but who does the world
Imagine
call
what
when
these
they need
guys
saving?
would evolve into. They'd end up being like human beings with little tongues like finches or something.
Don't send
different
human
sizes of
beings to the
noses.
Galapagos Islands because we just mess it up.
I don't know who Chug Drug is. It says, notice the immediate addition of 2 more downvotes as soon as that puppy came out again.
Chug Drug said that they downvoted me just because I'm here. They downvoted the video just because I don't know who Chug Drug is.
No, I have no idea.
We made
That's
the Galapagos
okay.
Islands kind of a preservation decades and decades, a century ago, and we've still fucked it up.
Okay, can I bring us back to the point here, because we're kind of way off, given that everyone seems to want to live outside of society rather than solving the problem of prison.
I like to talk about turtles.
I
They
like
taste very
in
nice.
theory the concept of living outside of society. However, I think that I'm probably far too used to some of the commodities of society, like medicine, to live outside of society successfully for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I think most people really don't have a good concept of what living out of society would mean.
Well, you wouldn't necessarily be outside of society on your own. Don't forget.
But
You'd
but
have
that's the
everyone
whole
else out there
that's
with
the
you.
whole idea that if you're a bad guy and we send you out to society and you don't have medicine, for example, Sam, then you would die, and that's the point.
Well, yeah, but at that point,
thing to think about, because Purple and Jenny and all my fans have talked about creating our own. When I say creating, I mean stealing an island, and we'd all get along very well, but it would not last very long because we're humans. Thereby,
Well,
thereby we are shit and we will fuck it up.
You know what Stool is saying? No. You know what Stool is saying here, don't you? He thinks it would take less than 3 months before everyone wanted him dead.
Well, that's true. It has taken much less than 3 months.
Wait, who are we killing?
Still,
Lord of the
Who are we
Flies.
gonna murderate?
Critical cripple version.
well, for anyone who says they would want to just live outside of society, I have to first ask, have you ever gone a week without electricity and running water?
Yes.
Kinda, yeah.
Running water is easy outside of society. Ux says Bikini Atoll is up for sale.
Oh, well then.
running water is easy outside of society. You really said that?
Well, for a person, yes.
It really is.
Yeah, you boil the shit.
Man.
You've only got to find a river and live by a river.
Although walking water might be easier.
That's just the start of your problems. I used to live in Scotland, and private water supply, private, met your poo go away.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not
Oh no!
easy.
I'm not saying it's a thing, but running water is when there's no scale involved, and you've got access to an island where there is a flood area. Assuming there is rain and rivers, it's not hard.
I mean, if I'm allowed to take certain books with me,
No.
you know,
Actually, it's quite hard.
Well, see,
to be honest.
you're
You know.
assuming you're going to get a nice tropical island.
maybe if you got the
I'm
woods,
assuming-
I mean, if you know which area you're going to be at, you could like get the information appropriate
Mel,
for like.
Mel, you would be spending your entire day just trying to survive. You wouldn't
Yeah,
have time to
probably.
read.
Yeah.
But we could have hammocks.
Well,
couldn't we?
I was meaning what Dave was saying about the running water. You know, I mean, it would be a rather different thing if you wound up being dropped in the middle of the Australian outback and there isn't any river.
Right.
No, but the point
That
is
would
that
be
would be
different.
considered cruel and unusual. You're basically sentencing someone to death.
You're sentencing someone to death anyway, really.
Isn't that the point?
No.
But any place that is nice to live, there is already a society there.
Which is what we agreed, but we're talking about in principle here. We're not talking. Damn it!
Okay.
What about Prince?
I'm a pragmatist, Dave. You need to specify if you mean in principle.
We're talking about in
Oh,
principle
principle.
as an
Not Prince,
alternative
okay.
to prison.
Okay.
I still
Well,
maintain that
it wouldn't work.
we should
Dumb
invade
question.
Wales.
We've
Let's
already owned
take
Wales.
Oh,
Take
my
over
goodness.
Wales, the country, not the animals. Fish, whatever. Scientism.
Whatever.
And we'll claim this is our land. Because
Okay.
they've got lots of water there.
You do? Cumbria's
They've
better.
got lots of water. But water is not as simple as you think. You
I
can't
think
just live
you'd have
next
better
to a
luck
stream.
trying to stitch all the whales together to extend your island.
Probably. And then that will attract all the sharks and all the other predators.
Jenny. Exclusion
Well,
from society as an alternative to prison.
If we can just pretend that there would be a place to actually put these hundreds of thousands of people,
But
that
to be
is
fair,
actually
you're talking
removed
about
from
America
society.
there. The rest of the world doesn't imprison quite so many people.
Yeah, we're the
Well,
ones that
who the hell cares what
imprison
I'm
people
talking
for like
about?
dumb shit.
Oh my
whatever,
gosh.
Whatever nation you're talking about, you're going to have a place to put them.
Yes.
There is no place. It's impractical. It's a stupid question. Forget it. I'm not answering.
Siberia.
Okay.
Okay, how about
Abandon
taking
them.
this on another level? Since we don't have the physical space for them, what if instead of prison you could put these people in a sort of suspended animation that they're each living in a virtual reality?
Are you talking? Okay, that's
Or
a
you could
that's
just
a
harvest them
novel.
for the
I forgot
steaks.
what it's called. There's a novel and recently came out as a live streaming TV show that they did just that.
No, I
Um,
wasn't aware
I
of
know
it.
there's quite a few things
Carbon.
it's in.
It's
Yes. Altered
what's
carbon.
something
Altered
altered carbon. Yeah, they do that. You can check out. That's a pretty good novel in the series.
They did that in Lost in Space too.
Yes, it's been an
Hayden says
animation.
that would technically be out of society. The point is that society is still maintaining them. I think the point of exclusion is that society is no longer maintaining them.
Okay, I thought the point was removing dangerous people from the population.
Well,
I don't know
okay,
what the point is anymore.
Then we use the Australian outback and give
None
them
of
all a
us
couple
do.
of umbrellas.
We've been
It's
doing
like
this
a couple of
night.
umbrellas.
Nobody knows what the point of this is anymore.
If somebody like just gives them like the entire Monty Python soundtrack, then maybe we can just all be entertained and banish people while they walk around singing it.
Actually, I'm liking this idea, Mel, because here's the thing. I actually, you know, when you accidentally fall down a YouTube spiral, and I ended up watching lots of Monty Python last night, and I could not stop laughing at the Spanish Inquisition.
Be impressed by him, damn it, Mel. Be
It's
impressed.
still
Okay.
hilarious. So, in this
I'm
new
waiting.
society, can I have a big red hat, please?
No. Right. Break Godless Scammer says, I was going to suggest sending them to the Isle of Wight, but we're against cruel and unusual punishment.
Okay, I must have gotten some wrong propaganda because I thought the Isle of Wight was like a vacation spot.
No, it's where we send our old people
Anymore.
to die.
It sounds racist,
Nothing
whatever it
makes
is.
sense.
I want to
made
know
a
why
chore.
they spell it wrong.
Mel. Exclusion or prison?
Dude, man, we've fleshed this out so much. There's so
have
many
tipped.
complications with the banishment kind of thing. If you don't have any kind of knowledge on survival, you're gonna just die. But I don't know. I think
But
it
the
would
thing
be
is, they
nice.
have the choice on it, so
Right. I think it'd be nice to give them a choice, but how are you gonna make certain they don't come back?
Well, that's the issue. That you have a nice big wall.
Well,
They're
that's
walking
not
over
working
a
so
wall.
great in the south of America right now. They're just
Yeah, we
you
wouldn't
know.
let Trump decide who builds it.
It's terrible. It's just I'm not even gonna get in all that. It's
Here you go. Ox says, in America, we should just fence off Florida and make that the state prison.
oh my god.
but
Florida
I would be
is
too close
like-
to that.
Oh god.
Caden
mean-
Well,
says,
Florida
Twitter-
would be the easiest place to fence off.
Yeah.
It really would. They're
Okay.
kind of like the
And wouldn't they all
nasty
end up in
uncle
Cuba,
that you
though?
don't talk about when you're at family gatherings.
Caden says, on one hand, exclusion from society sounds pleasant, but on the other hand, cages and handcuffs.
I don't think it would be very fun for the people who've been excluded.
Cadence. I think you
Because
told
they're-
on yourself. I think Cadence told on themselves.
They're not going
I
to be
know.
very great.
They have a po-
cages and handcuffs are fine in
They have-
most
yeah.
circumstances, but in this, no. No.
They're not the people who've been excluded to this secluded area.
There's no
I'm
safe
gonna
word
be-
in prison.
They're going to be real. No, secluded area. We're not doing prisons. Secluded area, as in Australia.
We were talking about something
So-
else, Stool.
Yeah, but you know what they use secluded areas for in prison, right?
Okay, think about this. In the good,
I
in the
mean, they
good
do,
old
but
days-
there's no safe words in prison. I'm pretty sure
Right.
there are. I'm sure they just don't listen to it.
in the good old days of the British Empire, Britannia, we sent all our criminals over
When
So-
Britain was great again.
a new land called Australia. Right now,
And Georgia.
fast forward,
Well, it was only new to
fast
you.
forward about 200 years. Admittedly, most of them are still idiots, but some of them can actually read now.
Oh
they?
my god. Okay.
Progress.
Not
I've
insulting at
seen
all.
this. Have you seen Mero and Notcha on Twitter? They can type. They can speak the English.
Oh
They've
my
done quite
god.
well.
Maro's gonna rip you a new one, Stool.
They progress quite well.
Oh
he just,
my
he,
god.
I think
I
he
would
just
love
on
to
like
see that.
a quest to piss off like all the women on YouTube.
He's
Okay,
just
and-
like he's like I can't get laid with any of them, so I'm gonna piss them all off.
Exactly.
This is why there's the big propaganda campaign to convince everybody Australia doesn't exist, because the UK is embarrassed that Australia has advanced in the last couple hundred years and they haven't.
Wait. Australia exists? Since when?
Wait, why didn't they tell me about this? I mean, in fairness, the amount of people who I've got telling me that we don't really exist, it's just from the Magnus archives.
Huh.
Australia is on the bottom of the flat Earth disk.
It's not real.
That's what. No,
It's not on the bottom, it's on the edge.
no, it's on the bottom, and only the black helicopters can go around the edge. That's why the black helicopters are in every conspiracy.
Wait.
It's at the edge.
So Australia's on the other side of the ice wall is what you're saying.
No, it's on the bottom of the disk.
But you have to
It's
go
on the
over the
edge.
ice wall to go to the bottom of the disc, unless you dig through the disc, in which
Right.
case you
It
shouldn't
can't
do
be
that
on the
because
other
then you'll
side
fall
of the
through the
disc
disc and
if
go to
there's no
China.
gravity.
The Earth is flat, not vertical. It's at the edge.
I don't know anymore.
I've been there.
Ah.
I've been there, but I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Fair enough.
Ah.
Right, I think I'm done with this question.
Fair enough.
Next question. Is it the
So,
last one?
It is
I've
the
not
last
actually
one.
answered this question.
Sam, go on.
Did I in the end? So I think I'd have to in this hypothetical go with living outside of society as an option for people, but I don't think it should be. I think they should have the option of prison as well.
Yes. That works. Anyone else I'd like to answer before we move on?
I think we all answered.
Excuse
Except Dave.
Yeah. Dave don't ever answer anymore. He just sits there.
I
and
didn't
bounces.
answer.
me. Would
Yeah,
you like to
Dave.
answer?
What is it with you? And why do you never sing about fame?
Okay, well, you have to let Dave ask his next question so Julie can go and cook dinner.
Question 3. She's been to cook dinner.
I didn't get the answer.
Sarah, what's your answer?
Oh no, no one wants to hear my answer, so we're just gonna skip me.
No,
Just
no,
go to
we're
the next
not. We
question.
haven't
No,
moved on yet.
no,
Sarah, what's
no
your
one wants to hear
answer?
Sarah's answer. No.
What's your answer? Please.
Fine then. I would say that they should have the choice. If they want to fuck themselves over and go where they can't learn to survive, let them. But then you're gonna have like the assholes or like the survivalist types, and they're gonna like come like, take over and
They'll start
murder
their own
all of us or
community and-
something.
Yes.
Yeah, they'll start their own communities, and it'll be war. It'll be fine. It'll be fun.
Oh, God.
I
As
want to
Jenny
know
said-
how come all the survivalists didn't go and lock themselves up in their underground bunkers when the pandemic started.
Because it's freedom. It's against their freedom.
Freedom.
So I'd
America,
like to have
freedom.
them cast away
It's
and,
against
and
my
be
freedom
outside
to
of
have
society.
explosions and have a gun and arm bears
Yep.
and
Why
make
do
on
you
my
want
front
arm
porch.
bears?
It's
Yeah,
the
right.
right.
It's right.
You
Arm
want-
bears, right?
Yeah.
You want armed bears to fight other people's armed sharks.
Yes, exactly. Like the sharks have freaking lasers. I want my
Okay.
bears to have
Well,
guns.
Don't
When I-
forget that. I was just going to say Betsy DeVos was saying that teachers needed guns in schools in the early Trump administration because, the bear attacks in Alaska.
Yes, exactly. See, the bear attacks because the
Here we go.
bears,
No, no,
the bears
two
are
things.
armed.
Two things right here. Julie says, I left, cooked dinner, ate dinner, and you're all still on the third question.
Love you
I,
too,
don't
Julie.
think, I think we've had four.
Harmonica
Have we
Man.
had four? I don't
This
even
is.
know
I
anymore.
think this might be question number 4 actually.
This
Yeah.
is question 4.
Okay.
Harmonica Man.
Jesus.
Okay,
This
what
feels
was question
confusing.
against?
Just Harmonica Man says, just terraform the fucking moon and go on to the next question.
Okay. That's fair.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.